Gas going down, 319. 319, y'all see that? A little bit closer, I can see. Say what's up. Tell them how big you getting. Let them know how big you getting. Let them know. Say what's up, man? To be honest, I took my interview about 3 days ago, to be honest. So this a whole new video that I'm making. Like my last video was a mess because they was cutting grass while I was recording. And I'm like, bro, like that, that's probably something y'all wouldn't even try to watch, So I don't want that cutting grass in my background, all right? So I'm gonna just get straight to it because this is my second time recording a little story time, for y'all. And my first one didn't go well just because of the noise. So it kind of ruined my mood, Should I start, man? Because this was a horrible interview experience for me. And I don't even know why they even, have the audacity to even invite me to something like that. Like, so ghetto, so ghetto, you feel me? Right, so I had an interview and it was already 30 minutes away. The interview was already 30 minutes away. So before I tell y'all, tell you how pissed off I was in the inside, but I couldn't show it on the outside. All right, so, I drive 30 minutes out and I arrive and I'm kind of confused because I see a bunch of trucks in front of me and I'm like, do I gotta wait on the trucks or can I pull around them or what? So I just wait for her to stop talking to the truck. I put my car in this parking lot and I asked her, I got an interview. And she said, okay, you're gonna pull through that gate, door number 30. And I'm like, okay, I really don't know what door number 30 is, but I guess I just keep on going straight down the line till I see some numbers, you feel me? So they are number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 50 or something like that. So I see door 30, and I go to door 30 and this guy stopped me and he said, hold up, where you going? It looked like he a regular worker, I don't know, but people just want to be the boss, you feel me? So I arrived at door number 30 and he said, hold up, where you going? I tell him interview. He said, okay, go to that door over there and you will call such and such number. So I'm calling the numbers that's on the door on the piece of paper and I'm just calling the numbers. I said, okay, I'm gonna call this number, nobody answered. I left a voicemail, I called this number, nobody answered. I called the next number, nobody answered. So I already arrived about 15 minutes early. It's 1:15, my interview supposed to be at 1:30. I wait outside, it's 1:25. I'm like, okay, bro, I showed up early, bro. Like, what's up? It's 1:30, it's time for my interview now, Now it's 1:43 and I'm really hurting the inside because I'm like, bro, like I can't believe this. So somebody else walked out the door. I'm like, hey, I got an interview and I'm supposed to be up in there right now. And I arrived about 30 minutes, early, whatever, so I can get to my interview on time just in case something like this happened, So he like, okay, you gonna go through that door, and he gonna tell me wait till somebody else, come out. And I really don't know why because the door was already open and he told me where to go. He just said go upstairs. And and the other guy that came in ain't even showed me nothing either. So he could have just let me go upstairs. So somebody come to the door, he said go up there upstairs, and you will see an office. And nobody's in the HR. It's completely dark. You feel me? So I sit there for a minute, for 5 minutes, and I go straight down to see if somebody else in them other doors, because there was more doors going down. So I talked to somebody, and they was logistics, and he said, that'll be in the other building. I'm like, hold up. They told me go to this building. They told me it's right here, door number 30. I'm at door number 30. I'm at door number 30, man. Y'all trying to piss me off right now. It's about 2 o'clock now, like, my interview is at 1:30. I never had this happen to me. Nobody introduced me. Nobody did nothing. I'm here by myself. I'm stuck. So I said, they said, if you have a seat, he'll probably be on his way to interview you. It's about 2:15 now. 15 more minutes just walk past. I got there at 1:15. It's been almost an hour. Matter of fact, it's been an hour, you feel me? So I sit there at 2:15, I leave out, and I see another worker, a black dude with dreads, one of my brothers, you feel me? So I'm like, he got some information, he'll help me out. So I walk to him and I say, hey, you know where this guy named Ryan, you know where this guy is that's supposed to be interviewing this, do you know where this guy is that's supposed to be interviewing me? That's why I asked the dude. And he say, I told him, because I'm finna leave, and nobody heard, nobody came to introduce me, nobody did nothing. And he like, oh, you finna leave? He like, don't leave, man, you gotta be patient. So he telling me, like, the number one thing is being patient. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, I've been patient for a whole hour. Like, you don't supposed to be this patient. Like, people got stuff to do. People just can't be waiting for an interview. You told them at 1:30, 2:30, like, they on my time too. I don't have a schedule yet where I gotta follow them. I can either be gone or, they can't fire me, So I go back in, I listen to what he's saying, because, ain't nothing wrong with positive. So, he telling me all this and stuff. So I go ahead and sit there, he'll have somebody come up there, check on me or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So another 30 minutes go by, it's about 2:40 now. My interview is at 1:30. It's about 2:40 now. Okay, so you can't make this up, bro. You can't make it up. Somebody finally arrived upstairs, and I don't know who it was. I don't know if she was a part of HR. So she asked everybody, it was another guy, but he already worked there. Asked him what he there for, then asked me what I'm there for. I told her interview, and then she finally called the guy that's supposed to be interviewing me. And she say, hey, such and such here, for an interview. Oh, he was finna go on lunch break. Like, I forgot to tell y'all that why they said everybody was on lunch break for for an hour, 2 hours, bro. Like, you supposed to have 30-minute lunch break or an hour, bro. Like, it's almost 2 hours and nobody ever showed up, bro. Maybe I should have stayed there, because if I get a 2-hour lunch break, then you feel me, so I need to work there. Then if you get 2-hour lunch breaks, I need one of those. Shoot, I never had one of those, you feel me? So she said she was gonna bring me down, I guess, before he left or whatever. So she said she gonna bring me down for the interview right after I fill this paper out. So I'm like, finally, bro, I'm finna do my interview. It's 2:40, it's been almost an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and a half passed by. So an hour and a half passed by, and I'm like, I'm filling out this paper, I'm like, and I'm almost finished with the paper. So I'm on my last box. So I'm like, yes, in my head, I'm like, yes, I'm finally finna take the interview. She finna take me down there. You feel me? So tell me why. You can't make this up. Tell me why the fire alarm went off right when I was finna finish. The fire alarm went off, and I'm like, please tell me this is a test. Like, please tell me y'all just somebody playing with the alarm or something like that. So I said, I gotta exit. She's like, yeah, everybody just running, everybody not running, but getting in a single file line. I'm like, bro, you can't be serious right now. You can't be serious. I proceed to go in a single file line, go downstairs. Everybody out the building, everybody getting out the building in a single file line. And they do got some basketball courts though, that's another good thing. But anyways, I don't care about that. We just waiting. It's about 3 o'clock now. It's about 3:20, 3:10 now. And I'm like, really? Like, you can't be serious right now. So I just make up some shit, I just tell her, like, hey, I got a class at 4 o'clock. I'm gonna have to reschedule this and show up another day. So, I tell her that, and I just give my car. I told her, a day where I can come back. But I don't plan on going back, because that is a mess right there, you feel me? So that's the end of the story. I'm not going, I'm not saying the business, man. I'm not going back there. And that's the end of the story, because that ain't make no sense. And that was so ghetto, man, and I can't do that again. And I'm not traveling 30 minutes out for no bull stuff like that. I can smell something, that ain't right a mile away. I can smell something. When you arrive, you should know if it's for you or not. They supposed to interview you, you supposed to interview them. So if I bringing somebody to my house and they trying to see if they want to rent my house and so much stuff going on and the neighbors, then, I'm going to see if they the right place, if I should rent them my house or if I should not rent them my house, or, and they should feel the same, They should see if they want to rent the house or not rent the house, when a bunch of stuff. And if I don't show up at the right time, if you ain't showing up at the right time for an interview, ain't no telling if I got some problems and y'all ain't there. Like if I need to talk about something, y'all ain't there and showing up. Cause a guy that was, the other guy that was with me, he supposed to, he already worked there, but he wanted to talk about something and they ain't show up and they wasn't there, so he had to leave. Like imagine if I want to talk about something and y'all ain't there. So that's the end of the story, man. Like I said, I already put out a video yesterday or 2 days ago talking about this, So, I ain't as, pumped up as I was at first when I first recorded the video. So I'm just letting y'all know story time. Tell me how y'all feel about this story, man, because that is ridiculous. Don't go on no interview like that. But anyways, I gotta get out of here. Tell me how y'all feel about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,